Hey everyone, I want to talk all about anxiety and any other sensations such as chronic shame and guilt, depersonalization, derealization, anger, resentment, depression, all leading up to vacations, when you're on vacations, when you come back from vacations, all the mistakes I made, all the mistakes I see when working with people, and the false beliefs that they hold, those strong black and white beliefs surrounding how vacation should be, why they must relax, why it's absolutely terrible if they're not relaxed, and why when they come back from vacation, that kind of the party vibe should be with them still. And then when they go back to the monotony of life and just the normal routines of walking your dogs and taking care of your children, if young kids getting woken up in the middle of the night, dealing with the in-laws, people cutting you off on the road, and bills and all the other stuff. And why the beliefs that you hold around these things are really kind of keeping you stuck in that cycle of needing life to be the way you want it to go, aka conditional life acceptance. This goes for anyone, whether you have OCD or anxiety disorders or not. This is a problem that affects many people. This is a large stimulating problem when it comes to depression in many certain ways. And let's dive right into it. So please comment down below. Let me know if this is something you struggle with. And please email us at phil@ocdrecovery.com. Again, that is phil@ocdrecovery.com if you are interested in our coaching and webinar services and want to talk to anyone on the team, me, Rob, Moman, etc. So I'm going to use my own example. So everyone that knows me knows I like music festivals. I still have the Ultra wristband on from this year, so it's been on for 13 weeks now. I wore the last one for a year, and when I was going to check in, because there's a chip reader, it wouldn't read the new one, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to cut this off. And the guy's like, cut that damn thing off. So I save all my wristbands. But I love music. I've loved music my whole life. One of my nicknames when I was younger was called headphones. I'd always use, remember the headphones, like the circle Sony ones that would go behind and just latch on so well? I had those on 24/7. I've been listening to music the majority of my day, my whole life. And I think it's just something that's very important to me. And I've been to dozens of music festivals, and I've been to dozens and dozens and dozens of shows. So, and I'm always keeping up with the new music. So when I came back from Ultra every year, even before I had chronic OCD and anxiety, when it was building up, 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17. In 2015, I went to 5 music festivals in 6 months. I went to EDC Vegas, New York, EDC Orlando, Electric Daisy Carnival, Ultra. And I went to one called Spring Weekend, which I no longer have, which was a college music festival on the beach in Panama City. It was a lot. And that year, if I can look back, was tough on the fact that I gave myself this false belief system that life should always be like a music festival. I remember coming back from Ultra 2 years ago. Oh my gosh. Was it longer than that? Maybe it was 2019. And Erica said to me, hey, I think you believe that everything should be like Ultra. And that's not the way life is. It's a piece of life, but it's not entirely life. So I want to talk about the after effects of vacation, whether it's a music festival, whether it's a vacation, a family vacation, a honeymoon. Honeymoons and wedding destinations are really big ones that keep people stuck. When you come back, it's important to realize, and I do think Jordan Peterson put this the best, these are pieces of life. Even when you make them your entire life, things get boring after a while. So let's say you're retired, you have a lot of money, and you're on vacation all the time, and you're going from place to place. After a while, that can get boring for some people. Some people, it might not. But for the majority of people, what people say is after a while, and you see people, they say, look, I sold a company, had a lot of money, and I retired, or I just decided to live like a minimalist, and I lived in a van. I meet people here in Colorado. I was out to lunch with a guy about a month ago who lived the ski bum life, as they call it, in a van for 2 years in Aspen. And after a while, I got bored of it, and I wanted something new. So humans are usually what I like to call novelty chasers. They're, just like I say, information gatherers, and they're always looking for a new stimulus. It's part of the psychology of human nature, the world that we live in right now, the instant gratification, and everything that comes along with it. Again, not inherently good or bad. You just have to be aware of it. Awareness is everything. And knowing your particular set of circumstances, whether you can handle something or not. Some people go on vacation, they come right back to work, and it doesn't bother them, and they don't give a shit. Most people don't, though. Most people are the opposite. And when you come back, you've put this belief system on your vacation. That vacation should go exactly the way you want it to go. And then when you come back, coming back to the normality of life, you're saying, this is terrible. I can't stand it. This is the worst thing ever. I don't want to go back to life. Life should always be the way I want it to be. I can't stand when I come back from vacation and my OCD flares back up again and everything else in between. Now let's look at some of the beliefs that people have when they're on vacation. So sometimes when people go, there's two things that can happen. It's usually black and white when you're still on the journey. You don't feel too bad and you go on vacation feels horrendous. Or you're feeling pretty bad, you go on vacation and you feel blissful. Then you latch onto those good moments, and that's when you come back and all the things happen that we just talked about. But let's talk about the other scenario where you're feeling pretty good leading up to a vacation, destination wedding, honeymoon, haven't seen your family in a while, vacation where you spent a lot of money on, because then you have the belief of, this is unfair, I saved up for 3 years, this is my only vacation in 5 years. But we've got to remember, life isn't fair and life doesn't owe us anything. So we can break down any real life scenario. This is why I always tell people, real event, false memory, doesn't really matter. It's the perception on the things that happen to us in our life that keep us stuck. So when you go on vacation, there's no clue what's going to happen. You could get sick. Okay, let's talk about really, really sad stories. People have gone on vacation and had their kids kidnapped. I'm sorry, these are real things. People have gone on vacation and someone was murdered that they were with, or that they got injured in a fight or something, they got stuck up and robbed, or they got a really serious virus. So when you're going on vacation, anything could happen. Just because we saved for a while, just because we were disciplined and dedicated to saving and we did all the right things and we were proper with planning, doesn't mean that the vacation owes us anything. And that's an important thing. So when you go on vacation, as Rob always say, there has to be some sort of willingness to experience all sensations, images, thoughts, and truths of XYZ when you go on vacation. Whether you're laying on the beach having panic attacks, or whether you're at an aquarium and you're at a zoo, or you're doing sightseeing and you're having chronic anxiety, depersonalization, derealization, I have all of that. I remember when I was at the zoo like almost 2 years ago, I was having a really bad flare-up, September of 2021. My mom came to visit, and I had this belief system that I don't think I had taken a day off work in a year, because I was building my business with my wife, and I was very, very adamant on working extra hard. So my mom came to visit, I took 6 days off, and I had a belief system that life should be the way I want it to be, which is a mistake. And that worked really, really bad against me. And then when my mom was here, we went to the zoo, and I had all these intrusive images and sensations and urges. And I'm like, oh my God, my day is ruined. This is horrible. I can't stand it. And I had to talk to Rob, and Rob had to kind of help me break down these beliefs that life shouldn't be the way I want it to be. And that was a key thing. So when you're on vacation, you don't have to do your disputing when you're there, because a lot of people, when they're on a vacation and they're feeling bad, they're like, I got to change my perspectives. I got to shift things. I got to make sure I'm feeling really good. Then they're like compulsively bringing the books with them. It's not that you can't bring the books and read on vacation. It's saying that usually it's for the wrong reason. Exercise, another big one when people go on vacation. Again, there's nothing inherently wrong with exercising on vacation, but many people are exercising because of this belief system of like, I need to keep my physique. I cannot lose any progress. I have to push the limit. And there's a lot of people on social media out there convincing you that if you take like 5 days off from the gym, or you take 5 days off from your habits, you're a loser, you're a bum, you're an idiot. That is a very irrational belief system. Life is just life. People fall in and out of habits. It's about getting back on, shape-shifting, and moving things around. There's no such thing as a failure because someone didn't do their exercises when they're on vacation. Now, let's go to, before you go to the vacation, the belief system's going up, okay? Compulsions around packing, compulsions around planning, compulsions around trying to get everything in order. Oh my gosh, what if I miss some phone calls? What if I miss some things? Compulsive checking, did I pack this? Did I pack that? Underwear, clothes, etc., and all those other things. Taking the risk, not triple checking your suitcase, not quadruple checking if you have your passport, if you're going international, your tickets, etc. Check once, feel discomfort, go with it. If you forgot it, you can deal with it when you get there. These are big things. Checking of the door. Did I lock the door? Did I turn everything off? All the things leading up to going. So hopefully you guys, this was a good, kind of basis understanding of what to do. The main principle of this video is the belief systems hold all this together, and they're conditional on life. Life should be the way I want it to be. This is unfair, and I don't deserve for my vacation to be quote-unquote ruined. Remember, vacations are just vacations. The only difference between a vacation and a day like today, a random Wednesday, June 21st, where I'm making content, is your belief system about that. I've had just as much joy doing monotonous daily tasks as I have being in the music festival, because I've changed my belief systems about it. It's not that I don't allow the innate joy of a music festival versus the day-to-day activities come and go, but if I hold on to them really strongly, it usually keeps me stuck in that cycle. Thank you so much for watching this video. This is a big thing. Sam Williams has done some stuff. If you have any recommendations for stuff around vacations, let me know. And again, Phil at OCDrecovery.com to get a hold of me or one of the team members. And just one last thing, I think a little bit of hope. You can still enjoy your vacation when you're having panic attacks. You can still enjoy your vacation when you have shame and guilt blasting in the background. I've had all of this, the depersonalization, derealization. There's many times where looked like I was having a blast and I was really, really suffering, and I found moments of joy. And I think that's really important to cover. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, have a great day.